Welcome, dear students. So let's continue with the chapter on compound interest, the second exercise, that is exercise 3b. So I'm taking question number 7 for today, which says the simple interest on a certain sum of money for 4 years at 4% per annum exceeds the compound interest on the same sum for 3 years at 5% per annum by rupees 228. Find the sum. Okay, so try to understand the case here. So here question is saying that simple interest for a particular sum. Do you know what is that sum? You don't know, so that's why I'll take that sum to be. So let the sum means principal, right? So let the principal be is equals to rupees x. Okay, so x is my principal. Now let's find the simple interest on x for 4 years. Okay, so simple interest for 4 years, so it will be equals to, you know, formula is p into r into t, right? So p into r into t by 100, right? So we have this is equal to, so p is x, rate is given to be 4, and time is given to be 4 by 100, right? So if you want to calculate this turns out to be, so this and this gets cancelled, right? So you get 4x by 25, right? So this will be your simple interest for 4 years. Okay, now let's find compound interest on x for 3 years at 5% per annum. Okay, now for finding compound interest, okay, so for finding compound interest we have to first find what is the amount, right? So you know amount will be equals to p into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n, right? So let's find what is the amount. Now you have p is x, 1 plus rate for compound interest is given to be 5%, so 5 by 100, and the time given is 3 years, right? So do the cancellation, so it turns out to be exactly x into 21 by 20 whole cube, right? Okay, so if you convert this, or if you find the cube, you get 21 cube is 9261. Okay, so it becomes 9261 by 20 cube will be 8000. Okay, so it becomes this much, right? So I got my amount. Now let's find the compound interest. Okay, so therefore your compound interest will be, you know, formula is amount minus principal. So amount is 9261x by 8000 minus principal is x, right? So find the difference. You find that this will be exactly 1261x by 8000. Okay, now I got my simple interest and I got my compound interest, right? Now according to question, okay, so according to question we have, simple interest exceeds the compound interest by this much, right? That means according to question, simple interest minus compound interest is given to be 2 to 8. Okay, so put the value. Simple interest is 4x by 25 minus we have compound interest is 1261 x by 8000. Okay, so this will be equals to 228. Okay, so solve and find x. Okay, so I'll leave this for you to complete by yourself, and whatever x you get, that will be the principal or the sum that you need to find. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. Let's move to next question now. So next question says the compound interest on a certain sum of money at 5% per annum for 2 years is this much. Now calculate the simple interest. You need to calculate the simple interest on the same sum for 3 years at 6% per annum. So first and foremost, you need to find what is that sum of money. Okay, so it is given that compound interest on that money for 2 years is 246. Okay, so for compound interest, so let's find two things. So we have first is for compound interest. Okay, so for compound interest, what is given? Your rate is given. Okay, so but we don't know principal, so let principal be rupees x. Okay, now rate is given to be 5%, and time is given to be how much? Time is given to be 2 years, right? Okay, so therefore your amount becomes, so formula is p into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n, right? So this is equals to p. P is how much? P is x. So 1 plus r is 5 by 100 to the power n, that is 2. So again, when you simplify this becomes x into 21 by 20 square, right? So this becomes 441 x by 400. Okay, so this is your amount. Now let's find the compound interest. Okay, so therefore compound interest, all of you know compound interest is given to be rupees 246, right? Now what is the formula for compound interest? You subtract the principal from amount, that is a minus b gives you compound interest, and this is equals to 246, right? Okay, so we have, see here carefully, we have a is 441 x by 400 minus principal is x, right? So this is equals to 246. So let's simplify and check how much do we get. So when you simplify left hand side, you get 41x by 400. This is equals to 246. So from here, keep x and do the cross multiplication. You have 246 into 400 divided by 41. Okay, so if you do the cancellation, so 41 and this 246 gets cancelled 6 times. Okay, so this becomes 6 4s are 24, right? So it becomes 2400. So the value of x, that is principal, turned out to be 2400, right? So that's why you need to calculate now simple interest, right? Question says now you need to calculate the simple interest on the same sum. Okay, so therefore for simple interest, now your principal is rupees 2400, rate is given to be 6% per annum, right? And time is given to be 3 years, right? So therefore your simple interest will be equals to, as per the formula, it is p into r into t by 100, right? So p is 2400, rate is 6, and time is 3, right? Divide by 100. So do the cancellation. So after multiplication, you get 24 into 6 into 3 will give you 432. That means your simple interest turns out to be 432. So this will be your answer. Alright, pause the video and note down your solution. Let's move to the last question for the day, which says a certain sum of money amounts to 23,400 in 3 years at 10% per annum simple interest. Okay, now find the amount of the same sum in 2 years at 10% per annum compound interest. It's a similar kind of question which we did earlier, but here it is just the other way around. First, it is given to be simple interest. In the earlier question, it was given to be compound interest, right? So for simple interest, so since they are talking about simple interest first, so let my principal be rupees X. Okay, now it is given that the given principal amounts to 23,400 in 3 years at 10% per annum, right? So basically rate is given to be, okay, so let me write it here. Right, okay, so rate is given to be 10% per annum, and time is given to be 3 years. How much it is? 3 years, right? So let's find interest. Okay, so therefore interest, that is simple interest, will be P into R into T, that is X into 10 into 3 by 100, which turns out to be this, and this gets cancelled, so this will be 3x by 10. So this is my interest. So therefore amount, now amount is given to be 23,400, right? But amount is what? Amount is principal plus interest, right? So it is 23,400. So let's put the values now. P is X, interest is 3x by 10. Okay, so we have 23400, right? So when you simplify this, this becomes 13x by 10 equals to 23400. Okay, now when you simplify this further, you get x equals to, so 23400 into 10 by 13. Okay, so do the cancellation and check how much do you get. So you get 23400 into 10 divided by 13 will be equals to exactly 18,000. Okay, so this turns out to be 18,000, right? So therefore we have, see here very carefully, next we need to find the compound interest, right? So next we'll find for compound interest. So for compound interest, and for compound interest, what are the things given to us? Let's see. So principal is given, right? So principal is rupees 18,000. Rate is given to be 10% again, so 10%. Number of years is given to be 2 years, right? Now you need to find the amount, right? So therefore amount, using the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n, it becomes P is 18,000. 1 plus R, rate is given to 10, and we have by 100 whole to the power n, that is 2, right? So we have 18,000 into, so when you simplify this, this becomes 11 by 10 whole square. So 11 by 10 whole square means 11 by 10 into 11 by 10. So 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. So you have 180 into, okay, so you have 180 into 11 into 11. So it turns out to be 21,000. So it turns out to be rupees 21,780. Okay, so this will be your answer for this particular case. Okay, now we have successfully finished this particular exercise, that is exercise 3b. Now I expect you to do the 2 or 3 sums are left from the particular exercise, but the problems are very easy, so I want you to do or complete them by yourself. Okay, and with this we close for the day. Thank you very much.